Alright people, Mike Salden here again. Welcome back to another Baldurs Gate 3 video. Today this is just my Tactician fight against Orin Red down in Baal's Temple. I tried to do a bit of a cheese strategy. I snuck into the place, turned everybody invisible so we didn't have to fight those guys that ambush you on the way in here. So if people are wondering how I got into the temple, that's what I did. I just made everyone drink an invisibility potion. I have plenty of them. I've been buying loads of invisibility potions for the entire game. Um, but my main idea for taking out Orin was that I have this backpack which I filled up with smoke powder bombs and like a stolen rune powder barrel that I acquired from the Iron Hand gnomes. When you go to talk to Walburn in his little base to get the rune powder bomb, you can also steal a rune powder barrel from in there. And for some reason, it can fit inside a backpack. So I loaded it into this backpack with all these smoke powder bombs, acid vials, some poisons, and just all this random stuff that's gonna scatter over the battlefield when I throw it down and attack Orin with it. So I was gonna stay up here, like in the top level. Once we get into the Baal Temple, I was gonna stay up on these top outer levels, throw down this backpack, destroy the backpack so everything falls out of it. I hid somebody down here in Orin's room, and then I swapped to Aztarian. He's going to be my sharpshooter, of course, and my stealth archer. I think I try to take out a few of Orin's, like, worshippers, or whatever you would call them. These guys who ensure that she has that unstoppable sanctuary ability cast on her, or whatever you would call it. I have a few, like, arrows of roaring thunder. They're always good for knocking people off ledges. I couldn't seem to find where I'd stored them all on Aztarian. He's got so many different arrows and things because he's my archer guy, like, so he's fully loaded up with all different kinds of arrows. Um, so yeah, I was trying to see if like how many of these I could maybe like stealthily knock off. Um, but I wasn't too concerned about not being able to knock these people off. Because the rune powder barrel, it's probably, I knew it was going to take care of most of these guys. Um, so I took down one guy with a roaring arrow, roaring thunder arrow, and I just had Aztarian hide up here. Um, Sort of moved him back out of the way. Now we'd alerted everybody, and Orin, of course, our victim down there, it's Halson. I wasn't too concerned about rescuing him on this tactician run. I just wanted, to get to the end of the game, get my trophy. I wasn't too focused on the story during this run. Normally, I would save the victim down there, but yeah, I sort of just went straight into the battle this time. I think I threw down my backpack of doom now, as I like to call it. Yeah, this patched together sack. It's just filled with smoke powder bombs, smoke powder arrows, acid, poisons, all kinds of nasty stuff. So I think it broke on impact and everything scatters over the ground. So then you need another character. I have Karlach here. You need her or somebody else to like throw like a alchemist fire bomb or use a fire arrow. I think the Karlach hit one of the bombs down here. Let's see. Yeah, I was trying to find a smoke powder bomb or something that I could hit. Simple toxin, all kinds of stuff I've placed down there. So I eventually located a smoke powder bomb, hit it with a fire arrow, caused a huge explosion. It just completely took out like nearly all of Orin's little worshippers. While we were all safe up here. Now it didn't take out Orin herself, which was disappointing. But of course I forgot that you have to wait for her to transform into her Slayer form. to take her out properly. And I also, one of my poisons, it was a paralyzing poison, so she was sort of just stuck there. I think after she transforms here, yeah, she transformed into the Slayer. She's going to be frozen for quite a long time. And unfortunately, one of her little Baal worshippers or whatever, they actually survived the blast. Really annoying that this one guy survived. I think I have to send Lizelle down there to like coat the floor in Alchemist's Fire to get rid of his Sanctuary ability. Um, but in the meanwhile, Karlach and Astarion are just going to stay up here and deploy Karlach's big trident that she can throw, which returns to her hand after she throws it. Really one of the most powerful weapons in the game. And I have Lizelle upgraded with the Mind Flare special power sight. That means she can now fly. So she just flew down here. And I was trying to figure out a way to get rid of this last worshipper, because he's got Sanctuary on him. So I can't really damage him normally. And Orin's got the unstoppable thing still on her. But she is frozen in place for a while. Because one of the things I had in the backpack of Doom, as I called it, it was a paralyzation potion. I had toxins and poisons and all kinds of nonsense in there. Because I just wanted to see what would happen if I tossed all that at Orin. If I got the backpack in more of a central location in that battle arena down there, I think I could have took out everybody, including the last guy. But of course, Orin, if you're doing this yourself, it's probably better to have your main character go down there, speak to Orin, and go through the cutscene where she transforms, and then deploy the backpack and blow her up while she's in the Slayer form, and you'll probably insta-kill her, and you won't have to do this really long fight the way I had to. So my main character, I left him down here in Orin's room. I thought I'd get into combat if I walked in front of these people, so I just flew past them. My goal here, again, it was just to get someone who can maybe like do some damage to this guy who's in Sanctuary mode. Because I'm pretty sure he's the one that's keeping the Unstoppable spell in effect, which means it's going to take a really long time to wear down Orin. So I was just trying to sneak my main character over here. Halsin, I believe he has been taken out at this point. He's flashing green over there. So I think that means Speak to the Dead could be activated on him. So I don't know if my room powder bomb is the reason that he's like dead, or if Orin just kills him because you ambush her. But yeah, be aware if you do try this tactic, you'll probably lose your hostage. But because all my characters that I care about are in my actual active party, they're in combat with me, like Karlach, Lizelle, and Astarion. That's all I really need from my party in this run. So I wasn't too upset that Halsin was the one who died. I mean, R.I.P. You did your job well, Halsin, until now. But we sort of didn't need you in the end here. Lizelle, for some reason, glitched out and turned invisible during this fight. I think I had to reload the game to get her to reappear. So that was kind of strange. I still hadn't figured out that I needed to throw like Alchemist Fire at this guy's feet in order to get rid of his Sanctuary ability. There might be some other way to do it. But yeah, Sanctuary keeps getting cast on Orin. Thankfully, during this, she was still paralyzed from that potion that blew up in my rune powder backpack bomb thing. So I was getting away with quite a lot of nonsense here by not figuring out how to take this guy out just yet. And I was still just hitting Orin with Karlach's trident, doing quite a bit of damage. And like Karlach's pretty safe up here. I wish I could have hit that guy, but I think because he has Sanctuary on him, it probably wouldn't do anything. So yeah, I think this is when I figured out that I should be throwing. I was thinking, could I maybe push him off the edge if I got close enough to him? Lizelle, again, she's randomly invisible here for some reason. Again, don't know why that happened or why that glitched out. I couldn't seem to be able to move this guy with like shove ability or whatever. And then I think I realized that I should like throw some alchemist fire at him and see how that went. Because I couldn't really figure out what was wrong with this guy and just why I couldn't attack him. Because I hadn't had to really deal with Sanctuary that much before in the game, so I really forgot that like one of the things you should do is like throw alchemist fire. Thankfully, Lizelle was loaded up with quite a lot of it. Now that he's standing on a burning area, that actually does damage him. Otherwise, I don't really know how you're supposed to get rid of Sanctuary. Maybe one of your magic users has a spell that can get rid of it. But in the meantime, I decided to like try to get some arrow shots on Orin just to wear her down a bit. Just so Karlach didn't have to do all the work up there throwing in her trident. My other character, my mage character, I don't really know what they were doing down here. I really shouldn't have left them down there. They should have been up with Karlach, throwing down spells. Let's see, I think I was looking for more alchemist fire, was I? But this, yeah, my main character didn't have any. Again, Orin, I think she finally broke out of her paralysis at this point. Trying to stealth attack her with arrows, but apparently Astarion had a disadvantage from here. I'm not sure why, because we have the high ground. Maybe it's because she's far away or something like that. That's probably what it was actually. She's out of normal range or something like that. So yeah, now she's fully free and she could start doing some damage against my main character and Lizelle. But I wasn't too worried about those two being down there, because again, Karlach, she's up here. Orin can't really get to her from down there. And Astarion, he's also up here. He can go into stealth mode and sort of sneak away out of battle if things get really bad, and just do some sneaky archery on Orin. But yeah, I was just throwing in the trident. It was really the MVP of this when this started going slightly wrong, where my my plan to blow her up with the SmokePowder backpack hadn't fully gone to plan. I wish I'd realized that I needed to fire alchemist like the alchemist firebomb at this guy sooner to get rid of him, because it would have been a lot quicker. But yeah, thankfully Lizelle can like throw like 3 or 4 of these because of all the extra actions she can do. And I took a speed potion as her as well, so she can get another throw. And that finally took that guy out and made Orin more vulnerable now, I think. So the ball statue can't cast Unstoppable on her anymore or whatever. And Lizelle can get in some swings here, but she was missing everything. I came over to Halson. I was trying to see if I could unlock him. I don't think I realized when I was playing that he was dead, even though he was flashing green for the Talk to the Dead spell. Actually, I'd never talked to him when he was like that. Probably would have been a good idea to cast Talk to the Dead on him. Might have had an interesting conversation. But I just wasn't thinking at the time. Let's see, did I cast Black Hole or something here? I'm not sure what I was doing with my main character. I was just looking through all my elithid abilities, trying to think if any of them were going to be quite useful. So I think I just cast Black Hole randomly here. And it slowed down Orin, so that was good. And I also got Shocking Grasp on her, so that sort of stunned her again. I made sure I could fly over here, which wasn't going to be that helpful. Again, I think I was trying to unlock Halsin or something. I didn't realize that he actually was dead. So yeah, that's why I flew over there. But yeah, I was kind of realizing now that he was gone. Astarion, no, yeah, she's out of range, really. I think we could fire some other arrows at her or something. Or no, we were too far back. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, I could actually hit her with a fireball. So I just threw that in. It didn't do much damage, but it was something. Now Orin, of course, she's going to do her big attack on my character. They're down, and I think Lizelle goes down pretty soon. But it's alright, because again, Karlach, she's up here, has the high ground advantage. And she can do quite a bit of damage with this trident. It does some psych damage to Orin each time we use it. And she really can't do anything about it from having Karlach back here. Yeah, I think this was Lizelle trying to get in some hits. She was missing quite a lot. Do I finally get unstoppable off Orin here? No, I missed that again. Come on, Lizelle. Yeah, I think that was unstoppable. Broken now. Tried to shove her. That wasn't going to work. Orin had summoned these two minions down here. So that wasn't that helpful for me. But could Astarion finally get in a stealth shot on her? Yes, that did quite a bit of damage. That was a good shot. So she'd moved far enough back now that Astarion could start helping Karlach get in some damage on her. So again, I wasn't too concerned that Lizelle and my main character were down. Because Orin, she didn't really show any interest in coming up here to get Karlach. If she just jumped up in front of Karlach or something, probably would have had to reload because everyone was just going to be wiped out. Yeah, and again, Astarion, stealth archery. Okay, this time he had a disadvantage. So that I just fire in a random arrow. Oh yeah, monstrosity slaying arrow. I think that was a useful idea. That did some serious damage. And then Orin looks like she's gonna come over here and try to jump up to us. But I don't think she's able to. And I think Karlach finishes her off pretty quickly with the trident. Again, you get this trident as the reward from the genie in the circus. If you cheat the genie's little board game, spinning wheel game even, he'll send you into a portal where you can get a chest that has this trident in it. And it is really one of the best weapons in the game. And finally another stealth attack. Yes, nice, Astarion. And that was Orin down, and she had just one minion left down here as well. And I think Karlach finishes them off pretty quickly. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Even though my plan sort of went wrong. It didn't work out the way I exactly wanted it to. And I did lose Halsin. Even though I wasn't that concerned about that, I just, at this point, I was just trying to finish the game. Get this Tactician trophy. and get my platinum trophy, so I wasn't really too worried about story consequences or anything. Final trading through, and I think I was in the wrong position to hit that final minion of Orin, so I had to move around here. And now was the final trading through, and there we go. And that's the cutscene of Orin being taken out. So I had fun doing that, even though it went kind of wrong. And I think the back powder, the smoke powder and rune powder barrel bomb backpack plan, with a bit more refinement, a bit more testing, it could have went a lot better. And maybe other people can put it to better use than I did. They can actually like send their character down there, talk to Orin, maybe get her to transform into the Slayer, and then throw your backpack down there. You will probably take out your main character, but as long as you have somebody up on the high ground, staying out of the way, who can survive, it'll probably go pretty well. So yeah, thanks for watching, people, and I'll see you again next time with another Baldur's Gate 3 video.